What's up guys, today's video is on the top 5 best Omega watches through extensive research and testing. I've put together a list of options that'll meet the needs of different types of buyers. So whether it's price, performance, or its particular use, we've got you covered. For more information on the product, I've included links in the description box down below which are updated for the best prices. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now let's get started. Number 5. Omega Speedmaster 60th Anniversary Trilogy Limited Edition. The watch has a smaller 38.6mm case compared to the model's current 42mm size. It also features the iconic broad arrow hands and stainless steel bezel. Inside the case, Omega has equipped the watch with its manual winding caliber 1861, which also powers several versions of the Moonwatch and the Replica model that was the first watch on our list. To emphasize its vintage-inspired looks, Omega applied vintage lume to the hands and indices, giving the watch an extra dose of historical relevance. Omega produced a total of 3,557 pieces of this Speedmaster, all of which sold out very quickly. As a result, prices have gradually gone up over time. Prices currently start around $8,000 and go up to $12,500, but I expect these will rise even further as this reference is a much-praised limited edition that perfectly embodies the spirit of the first Speedmaster from 1957. That concludes our list of 5 Omega models that could make great investments in the coming year. As mentioned, it's always important to buy watches that you love and don't expect to make money quickly. Well, that leaves me nothing more to say but happy hunting. Number 4. Omega Speedmaster First Omega in Space. Thus, the watch is a modern version of the classic Speedmaster with a 39.7mm stainless steel case and straight lugs, making it much smaller than the 42mm Moonwatch. Omega equipped the watch with the classic hands that were also used on the Ref. CK2998. To be more precise, Omega used hands from different iterations of the CK2998, but the overall end result is still striking. The watch is sought after by die-hard speedy collectors, as well as those who are just getting into the world of Speedmasters. Asking prices for this special numbered edition Speedmaster on Chrono24 are currently between $5,000 and $8,000. That marks steady growth in value compared to last year, and I'd expect prices to further go up over time for this great timepiece. Number 3. Omega Speedmaster Professional Alaska Project. Next up is the visually stunning Omega Speedmaster Professional Alaska Project. This watch was presented at Baseworld 2008 as a tribute to prototypes that were developed for the classified Alaska project. Omega produced a total of 1,970 pieces of this limited edition release. As part of NASA's Alaska project, Omega was asked to create a watch that could withstand the extreme conditions on the Moon. Internally, the project was called the Lunar Surface Chronograph. Omega presented the first result in 1969, a chunky titanium watch known as the Alaska I prototype. The watch had a bright white dial coated in zinc oxide that could withstand the radiation of the sun. Additionally, it came with a red aluminum outer case to protect the watch from extreme heat. Lastly, the chronograph subdial featured the now famous rocket hands. Number 2. The Omega Seamaster 300 Spectre differs from the standard Seamaster 300 models from the same era. First of all, Omega changed the dial by removing the 12 numeral and moving the logo up. Additionally, the bezel isn't a standard diving bezel, but instead features a 12-hour scale, enabling the wearer to keep track of a second time zone. Omega also brought back the iconic Lollipop seconds hand. If you turn the watch over, you'll see a special Spectre inscription. Despite the relatively high production numbers, prices are currently in the $10,000 to $13,000 range. This marks around a $2,000 rise on the lower end of the price range. I'd expect prices to go up even further over time, as this is a much appreciated timepiece that reminds fans of the brilliant Daniel Craig S7. Number 1. Omega Speedmaster Replica. The first watch on our list is a modern remake of the original Omega Speedmaster from 1957. As you might already know, Omega introduced a popular trilogy of watches in 2017 to celebrate the 60th anniversary of the Speedmaster, Seamaster 300, and Railmaster. However, this particular Speedmaster remake was introduced 20 years earlier in celebration of the iconic chronograph's 40th anniversary. The watch is the perfect mix of modern Speedmaster characteristics and vintage charm. One major difference between the historic inspiration and the modern watch is the case size. The original Speedmaster Ref. CK2915 had a 38.6mm case. This replica version, however, has the updated 42mm asymmetrical case that Omega first introduced in 1965 and still uses today. The watch features the stainless steel bezel and broad arrow hands that characterized the very first Speedmaster. Inside the case, Omega turned to the trusted manual winding caliber 1861, which has also powered multiple generations of the Speedmaster professional moonwatch. This particular remake doesn't have the vintage-inspired loom, or so-called Foxtina, found on the 60th anniversary models from 2017. As a result, it looks like a crisp, modern take on the original Speedmaster from 1957. The best thing is that these replica models are still very affordable. Prices start under $3,000 in Japan and around $4,000 elsewhere and go up to around $5,000. It seems like only a matter of time before prices for this great timepiece start rising. Here are the top 5 best Omega watches on the market today. Look for the links in the description box below if there's another product on the market or if you found one worth your purchase. Let us know in the comments section if you would like to see a future review. Also, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon so you'll know when we upload new videos. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on the PentaView channel.